Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and as you can see behind me, we've done a little bit of work. So, we haven't done a whole lot since the last time we were together. We have gotten some basic stuff in. I'll bring you up to speed on what's going on, what we've got planned, and where we're going from here. So, let's go. Alright, so as you can see, we've done a bit of experimental building here, and I kind of like the way some of this is turning out. So yeah, let me show you what we've got going on back here in the engineering section. The door now works, yay. And over here, we've gone ahead and brought one of the reactors online because I wanted to see what this thing was going to look like. You know, have a little bit better idea. And I'm kind of liking the way that that's coming together. Now we're going to put another window here. Now I have been talking to a few of you in the comment section, and as well as over on Discord and just direct chat areas. And I'm thinking somebody's made the suggestion of using LCD screens instead of having the windows here. And I'm kind of liking this idea. Let me go grab the parts for one of these really quickly. I played around with it very, very briefly. And I'm thinking I may end up using this because what we can do with the LCD screens... Let me grab one of these really quick. And we're just going to grab the parts to build just the regular LCD. I guess we could do a wide panel. Yeah, but just for the sake of experimentation, let's just show you what we're talking about here. Alright, so what you're going to end up with is this basically black panel here. And what we can do is we can actually do some things with the textures. Let's see, what do we have in here? We don't have a whole lot loaded right now, so we'll just go with this for, and we set the change interval. So that should, are you gonna have to be every second? So if we do that, will you start changing more quickly? So, but basically what we're talking about doing is having it set up so that it will flicker through this a little bit faster. I'm going to have to play with the settings to see, because it looks like it's actually changing faster that way. So what I'm thinking about doing is having something set up where we'll have a sequence of these in a row and have a cycle going so that an animation starts at one end and finishes at the other, or maybe starts at the top and finishes at the bottom. I don't know yet, but I want to play around with it, see what we can get going, and maybe have a little bit of fun with that. I just heard... There you are. Unknown signal. Let's go get the unknown signal. We haven't gotten one of those in a while, so I figured, why not? So yeah, trying to remember, today's... Oh, I pre-recorded these a little bit in advance, and I don't remember if today is Monday or Wednesday. Oh, you're one of those. Okay, can we get to you before you try and take off? No, we're not going to. Because it's not going to let me do it, are you? Son of a... Come on. It was right there. Come on. Let me get it. Thank you. Now the reason you need to do that as quickly as possible is because there is a sensor inside. And the sensor has this... I think it only detects on this side. So if you don't... Basically, you don't get the button correctly, you end up having this thing take off, and it doesn't have a second parachute. So what will end up happening is it destroys itself. Yeah. I know, right? Brilliant design on the part of the person who did it. It's another one of those troll things. So for those who don't know, that some of the developers had a lot of fun building some of these things, because they have one that will basically roll away from you. This one, there's two, I think, that have thrusters on them now. Grab that light really quick. And then there's like one or two that have gyros in them as well. So what'll happen is you'll go to get it, and it rolls away from you. I was hanging out with a Dreadnought over the weekend, and we ran into one of those, and he'd never seen it before. So it was rather comical, because we spent about probably a good 5 minutes chasing the thing down, trying to grind it enough to be able to stop it, because he didn't realize it had the sensor in it. Oh, yeah. Entertaining. Okay, grab the last few bits of this. And that's enough for there. I'm not too worried about it. We actually have a good resource supply. Alright, so now that the shenanigans are out of the way, let me actually walk you through and show you what we've got going on, what the expansion plans are for this beast. Yeah, I'm liking the fact that those images are much brighter, and you can see them during the day as well. So that's always a good thing. I'm not from Boston. I'm not looking for cargo. Alright. Okay. That's all, actually. Let's grab some plates really quick, because we're going to need a bunch. So we're just going to grab a K. 1K. Why not? Up, up, and away. Okay. So, what we've been doing, and I'm thinking I'm going to keep the idea, is we've got the ribbing here, both fore and aft, and then what we've done is on both sides of this, we've added some more solar panels to increase our power production. This also blends into the back wall of the hangar, so we'll end up with a little bit of a detail piece here. And what I am considering is having some of this carry over. Let me show you here. Bring up UI here so we can see what we're doing. So what I'm thinking about is having this carry out, obviously not in this manner, but and then wrap down and basically have this be a floor. All right, so this would be a floor space here, and we do this on both sides. I'll show you what the net result is expected to be here in a moment. And we would just bring this up like so, lock you in. Alright. And what I'm thinking about for up here is, now what I would probably do on this back side is actually make these windows so you could see into the refinery area. So we're not planning on making that a solid wall there. And then what I would want to do on this side would be maybe do, I don't know, because I could do that, and we just basically bring this along here. And if we do something like this, maybe. Because what I'm trying to do is I want to give an area, I want to have an area that you can have like a residential section in. And I thought it'd be kind of nice to have something like that here. on the sides. So that way you have community areas up here where people can hang out. You know, you have a way in and out of the ship, because this is going to actually be left open on this side. And then we'll run stairs off of the end of the walkway here down, and just kind of zigzag them back and forth, and that'll bring you into the habitation area, right into the crew quarters basically. And that's what I'm saying, is I think we'll do this as windows on this side, and then have, do we have the passageways? No, we don't have a passageway mod. I'll probably put the passageway mod in, and then that way you'll have areas here where you'll be able to get into it. Actually, what windows do we have? Doesn't tell me right. No, I don't have it. Okay. And then there is a tubular, well, I guess you could call it tubular, hallway system that have curved windows. And what I'll do is I'll have the curved windows over here on this edge. Let's see here. I'll show you really quick. So basically the curved windows would be on this row. And then we would have the walls with the windows that tie into that mod on this level. And what that'll allow us to do is have an area where I'll probably divide this into 2 rooms down here, and then we'll do on the other side here, we'll do 2 more, so you'll have a couple of private crew quarters on both sides. And then that sets us up to start bringing this area back, because we want to have this, the assembler array is going to be enclosed, and I may add more assemblers, because that's 4. I might do 2 more assemblers in here. Let me see here. So that's upgrade module. So upgrade module, assembler, upgrade module. So yeah, it would come out of there. All right. Yeah. So it'll come out of there. And if we do a couple more assemblers, that'll give us 6 assemblers, basically enough for the majority of components that we really are going to be using regularly, and allows us to keep the base completely self-sustained. So we won't have to have a permanent fixed facility anywhere on the planet. Now, we will build a fixed facility, and I'm thinking this base is actually going to become that fixed facility, because I really like the way this base turned out. And so what I'm thinking is this will become basically a like our hangar space slash permanent residential facility, and we'll build a starport where we'll be able to have a hydrogen system, a hydrogen collection storage system set up, and we'll just really just mine the ice out of the entire lake in the near area. So once we get the big beast done, we'll start working on, I think we'll probably start working on the starport. Once we have the starport built, then we'll head up into space. We'll start doing the platinum mining, looking for platinum. Once we have platinum, we'll change out all of our atmospheric for the hybrid engines so that we can use them in both space and atmosphere. And then we will take it from there. But that's the long-term goal. So for now, we need to get this stuff going. Now, as you can see, I did go ahead and flip this one banner that I was talking about. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not, and I do like the way that this worked out a little bit better. And then what we're going to do over here is I'm going to take these. We're going to do the half blocks here on either side of these. And that's going to become basically our keel. So we want this to go 1, 2, and then we are going to do that, I think. And so that allows us to have a little bit of protection on, some of these components, so that if we ever have anything hostile get up under here, we're not, you know, our batteries aren't in risk of being one-shotted. And we are going to put some turrets down here. So what we're going to end up with is an area that will have a little bit of protection, but for the most part, I am not going to armor this up. I'll probably put some large cannons on it at some point, just like a very large cannon somewhere. And what we'll do is if we get to the point where we have any of the big hostiles, you know, we'll be able to use that to fight the large hostiles. So, yes, that's the general plan. Now, I know people are asking, how? What did you do up here? So, what we did is we've gone ahead, since we have the new ribbing section in here, I've gone ahead and put a roof over the area, which is the main, I guess you could say, like lobby reception area. You have this is the relaxation area down here, but basically we're going to get one of the, well, we'll end up with a couple of the interior decoration mods. And so we'll put like pool tables and regular tables and maybe a kitchen and stuff like that in here. Like I said, the idea is that area is going to be, I'll take you in here really quick, that the area in here is going to be the relaxation, like mess hall kind of thing. And then I also want to put a med bay in. And originally I had thought about making this the med bay. And the more I thought about it, the less I was on board with that idea. Because it's prime real estate and I would rather use this for like a crew relaxation area. And since this will be a reception area, we'll have some tables and chairs and stuff out here for people to sit on, the different sofas and things. This takes you out in the engineering section. And then as you saw earlier, we have some stairs that come up. And I'm tempted, I am actually very tempted to put medical up there. So what we would do is we would put ramps in here. Probably the 2x1s to get up into the area, but see, there's not a whole lot of room up here, so I'm like, I'm not sure that we'll do that. What will most likely happen is that the area in between the engineering section and this section will become medical, at least on one side, and then probably a row of cryopods on the other side, maybe even a like a full-on manufacturing and assembly type of control room. So eventually, the two, let us call them nacelles, will be blended into the rest of the ship design, and then that'll give me a little bit more of a little bit more bulk to the ship to attach where the wheels are going to be, because the wheels are actually going to be attached here. And let's go ahead and, because I don't want to forget that that's what we're doing. Let's go ahead and grab these. And there's the 5x. Okay. And I want you like that. I think. Is that right? Or did I do it backwards? That's right. Okay. I want the pistons on the bottom. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and place these. This way you can see where the wheels are supposed to go once everything is said and done. Because we are going to have a lot of wheels on this thing. But by the same token, we are going to have a lot of mass on it as well. So we want to make sure that we have the ability to support all of the mass that we are going to have on board. Because, well, it's going to be a lot. And I'm hoping that once everything is said and done, that the ramp on the front will be low enough that I don't have to rework anything in order to get it to be useful. You are there. There you go. Okay. But we'll see how that actually works out when everything is said and done. But that gives you should give you a slightly better idea of what we're looking for on this thing. I can actually take this out, I think. I think I can take this section out. And if I need it for some reason, I can always put it back. Hey, look, T600s. So I did have a Dredden stop in on this one. Like I set it up as a multiplayer for a short period, had him drop in and take a look at it, and he was running around on the ground and got swarmed by T-600s. It was hilarious. Until he took off, and then they all turned around and came after me, so, yeah. Where are you going? Come back. You're not supposed to get away. Come here. Look at you. Anything good? Ooh, grids. Nice. Alright. I will never say no to free grids, because those are some of the most annoying things to make in this game. All right. Anybody hiding or stuck anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Everything looks good. They sometimes get stuck on the little rover here. And that's bloody annoying when that happens, because then I have to basically spend time fixing this little rover. Okay, and then that is there. So we're going to go ahead and take that one off. Now, eventually, all of these pieces in between the wheels are going to go away, and we'll have some kind of framework to get the wheels attached to the primary hull. But for now, let's go ahead and take these out, because I need to add in that other mod. And then we'll frame in the rest of this for right now. I think we can actually... You know what? Let's... Do we want that to be... Yeah, I think so. Let's go for that. So if we do... Let's see if we do that. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Because we've got parts elsewhere. Because I'm thinking... What I'm thinking here is I may actually do something like this to keep with the general theme that we've got going on for these things. But I don't know if this is going to work the way I'm wanting it to work. Actually, leave you there. So we go like this. And then we bring this around. Take you out for just a moment. You see, and hopefully you can see what I'm thinking here. Out the way so that we can do that. And see what it does is it's basically repeating the style that we've established over here. But I don't know if I want to keep it like that or if I want block shapes. We do have some rounded slopes we could put in. Turn to you for a second. So the hallway mod that we're going to put in basically is going to give us this type of curve on it. So these will all be windows, and then this will be windows as well. And like I said, we're probably going to end up with 2 rooms here, so that's an exterior wall. This is going to be an exterior wall. Hold on. Because what I could do is, because if we use the passageway mod, I can have an air vent in the passageway right here, and then do another one down here, and then we end up with a door on the other side. That could work. That could actually work really well. Alright, so how many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if we go with the idea that this is a wall here, and that's framed out, we make this a walkway. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. That'll be This will be the divider, the room divider. Yes, this could work very, very well, actually. And then we go... Just to help visualize, because I know some of the folks who play don't necessarily aren't able to visualize what we're doing with the way it's going to look because of all the wireframe. And I'll be quite honest, I'm in that group a lot of times. There are a lot of times when I'm doing stuff like this that I just cannot figure out what I built, and I have to weld it up to see it. So don't feel bad if you're one of those people. Oh, all right. And then what we're talking about here is I could do, let's see if we do, maybe do this, and then just to give it a little bit something different. Do I want to bring that in on that side? Oh, I'm almost out of hydrogen. That's bad. Quick.
Fuel low. Quick.
Ah. Oh, look at that.
Fuel critical.
Fuel critical. Fuel's empty. What are you talking about? Oh, get the quick recharge there. Alright, let's go ahead and get in here. Let's get the... Wow, that was... Hal's playing dangerous again. Okay. Let's get out of there. Everything's charged up. We look good. Yes. Get out of my way. There we go. Alright, so we're getting a little bit closer to being done with this thing. And that's one wall. So we could actually take and cut that wall back and maybe do something with this wall. No, I want to get this. I want to get the stairs in first before we get too crazy with it. And I'm thinking for the stairs, let's go grab some girders. Now remember, the whole purpose of what we're building is that we want a mobile base, but I need a base that we're going to be able to get into and out of in the case that we run out of hydrogen. Or I want to have an ability to basically be able to recharge my hydrogen easily. And girders. We're going to need to make a bunch of those. Actually, while I'm here, let's go ahead and do that really quick. Come on. Yeah, so we've got no girders left. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and tell it to queue up, I don't know, like 2K of them. I think we've got enough iron for that for right now. Okay. And what we're going to do is go ahead and grab this. We are going to swap you out for the walkway mod. We're going to have, that should be the corner, right? Yeah, so we'll do that. Let's go that, and then we'll put an airlock in right there. You know what? Let's do a corner airlock. Yeah, we'll do that. Or, because if I do that, then it comes down. We have to have stairs coming down. Let's see what we can do with the stairs first. So we're going to go back to the corner, because we want that to go this way. And we will do... Let's do the one by stairs. Alright, so we're going to need blocks. Turn off the auto rotate. So that's going to come out this way and go down. If we're doing that, I think we're going to have to use a regular airlock there. Because we're going to need this block to basically be, well, that space to basically be closed in order to have this whole thing work out for us here. And we start doing that. To that. And then we come in here. Because we're going to have these stairs looping back and around. So we want them to play nicely with what we have as far as everything else is concerned. And then we're talking about this. So I'm thinking that'll come out, that'll come out. Alright. So it needs to go to there. So if we have stairs here, they go that way. To here. Let's go, you know what? We'll make this a little easier on ourselves. No, I want the one with the railing on it. I want the corner. Ah, crap. Alright. Corner blocks. Right. Actually, no, I want... Son of a... Alright, and now we can go stairs. Oh, not ramp, I want stairs. There it is. Up one. Because this is going to go this way, I think. I think that's how we're going to do it. Have it come back and around. I guess I could just go straight into the stairs here. Let's try this. Let's try going straight into the stairs. That goes that way. Take you out, take you out. I hope that didn't just detach everything. Find out here in a second. All right. And we will have you there, you there. Take you out. Swap you around. Do the same here. Alright. And then we do airlock door. We grab you, and then we find the other one-sided walkway. There we go. Okay, so you come out, you can come back in this way. You can come down, you come down. There will be... Now we're gonna go ahead and place this here, and I'm just gonna take the... actually, I can get out that way. So there will be a door there, an airlock door there. Let's go for doors. Now we're not going to worry too much about this section being too airtight because you have the airlock right there. Actually, you're going to have the airlock right there because this is going to be the hallway that has the vent in it, so you'll come through the door. This will all be pressurized. Now we need to look at our door options, and if I'm using the hallway mod, I may use one of the hallway doors that they have. But for now, let's use this because it just gives us an idea. And I'm thinking we do that. And then, how do we want to do this? I'm thinking maybe something like that. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think I like the way this is working out here. Take that out. Okay. And then what we'll do is, I think, so this one ends up with a little bit more space, but that's fine. Senior crew and oh, no, I guess not. He gets four. He gets four. No, I guess no. That worked out equally, which tells me that I can get 4 actual crew quarters in. Yes, that I think is going to work really, really well. And then for this, we are just going to go like this. And then here, we're going to go take you out. Right. And let's see. So that works out like that. So you end up, yes, okay. Had to stop and check. So that's going to come out of there. I might leave something like that in here where it kind of dips down and comes up and over because we do have the wall right there, so I'm not too worried about that side. Let's see. So if that's going to be there, that's going to be... So basically just doing the little easy cheatsy way of filling all of this in. And I may come back and sculpt this out a little bit. I haven't decided yet. And then you go there, right? No, you know what? Let's do it this way. Because if we do this, then here we can actually take, let's go ahead and get this stuff off of here, grab these, and then on this side we want you there. We go do we want to do this? I think we might do this. I don't know. I have to think about it. I'll figure out what I want to do with this side. Hey, look, more T600s. We'll leave. Let's just go ahead and do this for right now. We'll just leave it a regular block for the time being, and that will remind me to come back and take a look at it. Okay. If you're just going to come over, I mean, that's just, it would just be rude of me to ignore you at this point. Come here. Hey, how you doing, buddy? See? I mean, I can't be a bad host now, can I? Alright. Let's go grab the rest of these things. I mean, come on, free parts, man. Sheesh. And yes, early on, these were absolutely terrifying because I had very little ammo. But thankfully, the lander did have some ammo in it. I keep forgetting the landers actually start with like a decent amount of ammo now. So you don't have to be producing ammo immediately, but when you have stuff like those guys enabled, you do end up having to do a bit. Okay, so now we said this is going to actually be in a sealed area, so we're going to leave that. That tells me that I have at least this much room for the exterior skin of this. And so I'm thinking we're going to basically mirror this shape a little bit. That needs to loop back through. And in order for us to get this in, we need all of this to be sealed. So if we go like so, that should allow us to seal this off. And we're going to go invert this one. That one. There you go. And we were trying to figure out how we were going to seal the whole thing in, and that will do it. Because basically we'll have this entire thing move back into here and join into this assembly somehow. I may actually just bring it back to about here or so. And what I'm thinking here is we'll have this actually continue up a bit. Or we do that. We go here, and then on this side, how do I want to do this? No, that's gonna have to be. Gonna have to have this here so that we get the seal, which means we're going to bring. Oh, that might actually work pretty interestingly. Let's see if this works out. Because if we want to keep the rib concept going, we basically do that. And we bring it in. See, Well, no, I guess we can, because we can just drop this here to seal that section in, which ends up actually working fairly well. Look at you, look at you. Okay. Well, since this is our engineering section, or our manufacturing section, we want this to feel like it's a little bit better reinforced. So we're going to go here, there, and then we're going to do 2 more. And 1. And that actually 2 more and then 1, I think. That might be a little bit far back, because I want to be able to blend this stuff together, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that portion yet. What this allows us to do, just to show you really quick, is we can then go like this, bring you guys back this way. Oh. How is auto-rotating keep getting turned on? Alright. Dork. There. And then we basically just do the same all the way back. See? See, the panda comes up with ideas every so often, right? Let's see, and that comes in basically like so. And then if we really want to, we can have, I don't know, maybe, let's go something like this. And I'll show you what we're going to do on this side, is that in order to keep the ribbing consistent, we, hey look, another unknown signal. Do something like this. And maybe this could be interesting. This could be very interesting. Alright, so now we go like that to bring that back. Oh, I'm kind of liking that. Okay. And then that ties it all together. Alright, and then just to help visualize this a little bit, go ahead and do this. And we'll go ahead and grab, how many plates do I have left? I got enough. And so basically what you end up with is this repeated texture on the undersection. Yeah, so you end up with something that looks like that all the way down, and it'll be on both sides. So it'll have this ribbing style to it. Oh, that's gonna look, I think that's gonna look really good when it's done. I am kind of liking that. Means I may have to rework some of this though. So what we're gonna do is down here we're gonna have windows to cover this section, and that's where we'll end up being able to make it airtight, because once we have the additional conveyor blocks in, this entire thing will actually end up being sealed. And I'm thinking we're gonna go on there. one there. Oh no, that's got the... Is there conveyor on both sides? No, only on one. Okay. If conveyor is only on one side, I'm not gonna... I might come back and do something where I make it asynchronous, but... Or asymmetrical, rather. Sorry. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm liking the way this is turning out, and we're almost out of hydrogen again.
Fuel low.
Dang it, you're all supposed to warn me about that. Alright. So, I think that is going to do it for us for today. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Not only is it a great way to let me know that you're enjoying the content, it also keeps you informed when new stuff comes out, especially if you're new to the channel. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hope you enjoy it, and hope to see you around. Take your jacket off and stay a spell, right? Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Alright, so we have a little bit more to do on that. Ugh.